In 2001, Auburn University brought to Alabama schools a new program that is impacting the way science is taught in the classroom. The program, Alabama Best. The intellectual challenge of science olympiads, the strategy of a chess match, the excitement of a high school basketball game. Alabama Best, perhaps the most remarkable and exciting program to ever come to Alabama classrooms. It's not about this. It's not even about this. And it's definitely not about this. It's about a journey of self-discovery. It's about making the teaching of science fun. It's about pointing students to the future, their future as engineers, scientists, and technical professionals. Welcome to the intense, fast-paced, and rewarding experience that is Alabama Best.
Oh, Alabama Best is without a doubt the most incredible educational program I've ever been around. Its energy is just contagious. You can't be a part of it and not get swept up in it. But the most unique part of the program is that the kids think they're just having fun building robots. What they don't understand is that we're trying to plant seeds that grow future engineers, scientists, and technologists. Industry leaders have been telling us for some time that there's someday going to be a shortage of professionals in these career fields. And we've addressed the problem specifically by creating a program like Alabama Best that provides students with a hands-on experience in engineering, science, and technology.
Hello! Welcome to kickoff, Alabama Best 2001. Welcome everybody. How you doing?
This year's game was built around the idea of a nuclear plant disaster. We've got these nuclear reactors right here that are overheating. So we asked each of the teams to design a robot that was going to crawl overhead, come out, pick up these fuel rods, and they had to empty all the fuel rods, and then they had to go to the end of the plant and turn off an emergency cooling switch. Every single team is given an identical set of parts, and we give them exactly 6 weeks to build this robot. And we ask them just to use their creativity to do their very best job. And we tell them good luck.
To tell you the truth, I had no idea what to expect coming in here. I think it's going to be a challenge for both of us. Neither one of us are really good at electronics. I have a feeling we might be a little better by the end of this. Hopefully we will be.
One of the unique features of the program is the role that industry plays in the 6 weeks competition. We recruit volunteers from our corporate sponsors and from the community and from our alumni to serve as team mentors. And what we're really looking for are people that want to make a difference in the life of a young person and somebody that really believes in the program, what we're trying to do with the program. Well, Alabama Best is an educational partnership in the truest sense, because what we're trying to do is encourage students to learn throughout this entire 6 weeks process. Mentors are there to offer advice and offer technical assistance to the kids, but the kids do all the work themselves, and they learn because it's hands-on, and they take an incredible amount of pride in their work because they built the machines themselves, and they've learned it hands-on.
I'm kind of looking forward to the first failure, to be honest. In the beginning of the task, because unlike these guys, when I build things up, I always seem to break things. And so it'll be interesting to see when the students hit the first failure, what do they do about it? You know, do they throw their hands up and give up, or do they, through hopefully team building skills that we're trying to work with them, do they come back around and gel again and say, hey, we can get past this?
Hi, we are back again for our second robotics meeting. We are getting ready for the Alabama Best competition here at Stanhope Elmore High School, and we are excited. All right.
We know we've got a great teacher, and we know we can work together, and we got a lot of good leadership, and we just feel we can do it.
We want to win.
Win.
Yeah, we've got a couple of sponsors lined up, but they need to know dollar figures. So what's it going to cost? What do you need? What do you need? What does design and construction need?
Well, you'll have the whole carriage. The carriage can have a frame that would support this. So you just have to define how you want to, like on these rods.
Well, the Best Award is part of the competition that's optional, that's a parallel competition to the Robotics Award. And what we expect the students to do is to document the process they went through in actually building a robot. And that documentation involves developing a notebook with drawings and explanations of their robot. They also are expected to develop an oral presentation for judges. And a big portion of the BEST award is the team spirit, and we expect them to really show the spirit that it took for them to build this robot and to be a part of the community, bring the community into this idea of boosting engineering, science, and technology. And what I think the students really learn is it's really about the process of learning and experiencing science and not just about the outcome.
You know, nothing says we have to have both, but I think we're going to have both. That's very good. In our presentation, PowerPoint presentation. And then, you know, we can have one.
Well, the first thing I came up with was a hook to get all 6 of those little handle things all up at once. And then we found out that these little motors just don't cut it. So, you know, and there's the way it's designed is a little more difficult than it actually looks.
What I want to do today is encourage you or try to get you to get a real feeling of urgency, a sense of urgency here. The construction and design team, those two departments, the design department, construction department, have exactly 23.5 hours of work left that they have scheduled so far. So in 23.5 hours, you got to have a robot built, running on the track, ready to compete. The marketing team has less than that. They have about 10 hours scheduled to get a display built, and that display, you remember we talked about that, is a major component of the BEST competition. It's extremely important.
It took us a while to figure out that there was a flat part on the shaft of the motor that's meant to have a set screw in it, and we were trying just to use a mechanism that would clamp around it instead, and it kept slipping.
The problems that we initially had, we tried to use a gear-based system, and it's virtually impossible to make your own gears. So we had to scratch that idea. Now we go with a full pulley-based system, which really works really well.
We got 3 in 3 minutes.
I'm pretty sure this one broke. Yeah.
That's pretty good. We need to get 6 in 3 minutes.
Oh, our mentors are great. They've done a lot of it with us. I mean, we would have never thought of a lot of this stuff.
Our robot
the boat steering system, you know, they're older than us, so they actually know that boats actually used to have ropes steering them. I mean, that seems like Stone Age, so that was a big help.
Well, Mall Day is an event that occurs at a local mall that happens 5 weeks into the 6-week competition. The purpose of Mall Day is really for the students to get a chance to practice the robot for the first time on a playing field, on the real playing field, and also to size up their competition, what the other robots are going to look like on competition day. It also gives us an opportunity to showcase what these students have done to the general public.
Did you bring your drill?
We're on in about 3 minutes, guys.
You brought your battery drill, remember?
Yeah,
I know. I'm just saying.
What would we drill? We're on in 3 minutes. We don't have time.
Well, I was just.
Rotate more.
Whoa.
Well, we have 5 days.
Nothing goes as planned with real-life engineering. You have to redesign things, test things in the real world, and we need to give students that opportunity. And that is what Mall Day is all about. They come to the mall, they bring their robots, their ideas, their first designs, they try it out on the real track. They find out what sort of unexpected problems that they might have had. They see what the competition is doing. It's a really exciting time for them, and they go back with a lot of new ideas and also sometimes new challenges to work on.
You know what the criteria is for being selected as an astronaut? You have to have a degree from an accredited university in math, science, or engineering. How about that? I would like to again encourage you to use what you have learned during this 6 weeks that you've been working on your robots, and not the technical things that you learn about the building them, but the teamwork, the application of things that you might have learned in the classroom and see how they're applied to real-world problems, the kind of things that scientists and engineers and mathematicians do as part of their careers.
It's been fun and exciting, but most importantly, every student is a winner because of the lessons learned. Alabama Best shows students that they can overcome tremendous obstacles, and it jumpstarts their self-motivation for learning.
The future of this program looks very, very bright. The seeds we planted in 2001 are beginning to blossom now in 2002. The response we've gotten from schools has been absolutely incredible, enough so that we're going to have to double the competition in size this year. And corporate sponsors are beginning to line up too because they recognize the educational value of this program. All in all, it looks like Alabama Best is going to be around for a long time and having quite an impact on science education in this state.